Hey everybody, John Amica here. Good afternoon, greetings from Mount Crawford, Virginia. Many of you probably remember this place. This is where that mechanic that my boss calls him the Russian guy, except he's not Russian, he's Croatian. But he's a really nice guy. I mean, he knows what he's doing. Unfortunately, he's about 2 weeks booked, and he's not going to be able to look at what's causing the coolant leak. So the boss is on the books right now, trying to find a place somewhere down the road to get the truck fixed up. Alright, just a little bit of a recap. Last video you saw was me getting loaded out of Fort Worth, Texas, and then delivering. Well, that load was intended to deliver to Allentown, Pennsylvania. Fortunately, the boss had me drop it at the yard, and he had me drop it at the yard because the intention was that he was going to get the truck looked at by the local mechanic. And I tell you, I was not up to delivering that load to Allentown. Didn't feel like going to Allentown, Pennsylvania. I was really happy when he said drop it at the yard, pick up an empty, and then head to Mount Crawford. So that's where we're at. Let's see, what else is there? I only have one camera mounted outside today because the camera mount, one of the mount broke, made out of plastic. Pretty cheap stuff, but it's the best that you could buy, you know. Really nothing better out there to buy to use as a mount. So I decided to just use the mount for the driver's side instead of the passenger side. What else is going on? I'm already loaded out of White Waves Foods today. So today is Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021. The temperature is 47 degrees. And we are on our way to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, which is 841 miles away. Delivery is tomorrow at midnight, I believe. What else is there? Got loaded. Deadhead over here. Russian, that was a bust. Oh, yeah. I finally got talked into Rolando, aka Aki, aka we call him Alpha Kilo India. And thanks to Beverly, we managed to buy 2 chains. And as you can probably see on the last pictures, man, he had some cleaning up to do. Woo! That's a lot of down trees. And you'd be happy to know that several months ago, I don't know how long, maybe 6 months, as I mentioned earlier, I think that Aki was trying to do a charcoal business using a pull saw, and so I decided to buy him the smallest, best chainsaw in the world, which is in my opinion, I think still is the best chainsaw made in Germany. And he's been using it, and it was funny. It was really funny the way he was using the chainsaw. He would put the chainsaw on a log, and while trying to cut the log, he would run the chainsaw up and down like he's cutting it with a knife. Oh, he's not. The guy never used a chainsaw in his life, so. But the thing that I'm trying to get at to you right now is that he's got a neighbor that a tree fell on his house, neighbor's house. The neighbor's house with his neighbor's tree fell on the house, and I guess Aki named the chainsaw Little Johnny. Oh boy. He said, yep, Little Johnny was the hero of the day. I guess he got to cutting off and cleaning up the neighbor's tree and yard. I mean, it just amazed me of how something so small like that can have, a neighborhood impact. Look, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. It's not about me. It's just something that I told this to Aki. I said, because I ended up asking Aki about how much it helped him, how much he's using it, and I told him I hate to keep mentioning it as if I'm trying to remind you that it was my gift. When you give something, you should forget about it. But the thing that I can't stop asking about it is, it just dumbfounds me. I am dumbfounded by something so small and rather cheap, how it could impact a life of somebody. And I'm just amazed by the effect of the unit. Not that it was a gift from me, but rather what something so small that I did can have a gigantic impact on somebody's life. And I told him that. I said, man, I really hate mentioning this all the time, but I can't stop myself because I'm just, I don't know, just really, again, just amazed of how something's so small. And what I'm trying to really get at is more, sometimes when we do something so small, we do something it doesn't even, we don't even think about. We do something that is so innocuous, so, I don't know, ordinary. Yeah, that's the word I'm really looking for. When we do something so ordinary in our mind, we don't really know how the size of the impact on somebody else's life. Here's an analogy that I think it would fit well. When you plant an apple tree, you plant maybe 2 or 3 seeds, right? But you'll never know how much that tree is going to produce on its lifetime. That's really what I'm getting at. It's not that I planted the tree or you planted a tree. We'll never know. We'll never know where that fruit went. And then, as I said, I am dumbfounded by the enormosity of the enormous impact of that little Johnny. Again, it's not. My whole point is not to toot my own horn or consider myself a hero because I did that. I mean, geez, far from it, man. I guess the whole point is don't belittle something you've done for someone, or maybe because you don't think it's big enough. Maybe you don't think it's generous enough that, hey, what can I do? I guess that's really what I'm trying to get at. If you have an opportunity to give or do something, don't think about it, just do it. Just do it. Then forget about it. So I'm gonna ask Aki to send more pictures, and that way I can kind of update you guys to what your donations are going, what impact that is. And by the way, John was able to buy the last two chainsaw chains available. From what I understand, the chainsaw chains has been selling like hotcakes over there because of the typhoon. Beverly was mentioning that maybe we can buy Aki a bigger one, or I don't know, another one. Hey man, if you guys are feeling generous, I can certainly pass it on. Anyway, we're averaging at what, 62, 63 miles per hour. Yeah, you know, in recent, maybe this year, I'm beginning to have a really bad taste in my mouth of running Interstate 81. It's just so much traffic. Like yesterday was Tuesday, and I'm doing maybe what, I was going up at about 8 o'clock at night, and I'm thinking, okay, I would understand if this was the weekend, you know, but Tuesday night was just like this, going up. Man, if ever was a highway that needed 3-lane highway, it'd be 81, I think. What else is there? Again, I've been using about a gallon of coolant every day. Now we're up to 67 miles per hour. Hey everybody, Johnny Bigot here once again, proudly presenting to you my favorite climb here in, this is Virginia. Yeah, I don't know why. There's just something about this hill. Just really like it. Really like it a lot. Especially with the kind of a hazy looking mountains out there. You know what I mean? Makes that Virginia unique look to it. And the battery died. Yeah. Oh well, we'll try it again next time. Isn't that the most beautiful picture right here? I don't know about you, just love the way that silhouette of the hill, you know? Greetings from Covington, Virginia. Temperature is at 42 degrees. Continuing our journey to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, 755 miles away. I don't know, I just love the way that picture is right here. I know, right? Some of you are thinking, yeah, like you've never seen that before. True. I've seen it countless of times, but you know what? I don't think it gets old. Anywho, we are currently traveling on Interstate 64 West. We are at mile marker 20.4. So that means we're 20.4 miles east of the West Virginia state line. Look at that river. Anybody want to go fly fishing? like them apples. This is what I call the Virginia Twilight Zone. Alright, we're at mile marker 4, so that means we're only 4 miles away to the West Virginia state line.
Okay, bar.
Okay.
Untuk momen ako na yung kunyag musik ba niya yung katantangi sa litig dyan. Kubarong kayo na mabukar ng mga dagko nga lang ilat dito.